What is up, guys? It is Turbo here, and welcome. This is episode 46 of the Oxford United Manager Mode, and we start off with a very, very tough cup match against Brighton in the Carling Cup, which I want to do well in this season, at least as well as I did in the FA Cup last season. And yeah, so obviously Brighton are a tough side, and it's going to be difficult to beat them. And they start with the early chance. Then I get a series of penalty appeals that are turned down. That being the first, this being the second. And although we were like put under pressure by Brighton, we had to defend and everything. We did do really well on attack, and eventually we do get a penalty. And it comes from a Tanasov who tries to I don't know, fake shot, shoot in the other corner, whatever. Nevertheless, 11 steps up and 11 puts it away. He is a beast. Mr. P11. He is our veteran. He is our midfielder. He is the equivalent of Frank Lampard. He is the equivalent of Steven Gerrard. He is the equivalent of whoever the fuck else plays in midfield. So yeah, Brighton at this point were 1-0 down, and they just carried on attacking. They didn't stop. Fortunately for us, we were the better team for the first half, and that really did show off, especially with that goal. Really well taken from Itzan. I love that celebration. It just makes him look like a total dick. Oh, look at that. Smashed, curled, straight into the bottom side netting. Lovely. Lovely goal. And it was from outside the box as well. All good, and that gives us a 2-0 lead before half time, which, is always good. And I thought that was offside there, which is why I didn't... Oh, it was offside. Okay. But yeah, that was another chance. And, we were still creating chances, even at 2-0 up. And it took Brighton a while to reply, and it was actually just before the first half ended. Unfortunately for us, Mr. Barnes scores. And, well, it was quite bad for me, because now going into the half-time, they have the momentum. And they will want to come out and score the better goal, the better goal, the more important goal, and it will be for them. Nevertheless, in the second half, we kept our hopes high, and we kept attacking. We didn't just sit back and defend like I normally would if it was maybe the FA Cup, or the John Paintstones Trophy. I consider them more important than the Carling Cup. But nevertheless, we did, like I say, we did create the chances, and we just couldn't put them away. Fry with the volley there. A bit unlucky to see it hit or to not see it hit the back of the net, and yeah, our defending was a bit shabby there. Brighton were just allowed to walk through, but thankfully they didn't score. And this was still quite early on in the game, like on the hour mark. Well, not early, but quite a lot left to play in the game, and it was on the hour mark, and it was going to be a tough next half an hour to 20 minutes for us. Not going to lie, and we would have to rely on maybe counter-attacks, maybe just 1-2 passes to get us in behind the defence. But unfortunately that was not the case, as Mr. Barnes went through and just chipped it over our keeper. I've never seen them chip the ball. And they equalised. And, well, we had to go into extra time. And the unfortunate bit was that we hit the post there. And a few minutes later, not from the throw-in, I just included this. It was I don't know. Just they were defending really well, and so were we. A few minutes later, we hit the post as well, but it wasn't really game changing. And eventually, we went to penalties, and well, penalties is, I don't know. It's never going to be good for me because I have no right stick. So although I will dispatch penalties well, I probably won't be saving them too well. So. Let's go. Tanasov steps up first, and he calmly smashes it into the top left corner and get a couple of accomplishments for that. Just one accomplishment for that. My penalties go up by 3. That's 5 penalties I've scored. And next is their striker, and the only thing I can do is put the keeper to the sides of the net and hope that they just, when they smash the ball, I'll be able to reach it. And obviously they Brighton managed to score, and I actually changed my mind on that penalty. I was going to go left, but then I went right with the little fake shot. So I was kind of lucky there, because it pulled off. It worked in the end. I pulled it off and I managed to score. But unfortunately, so did they. And now Levin steps up. Levin, the absolute beast midfielder. And although the keeper goes the right way, Levin still manages to score. The keeper probably should have saved that, to be honest. But at this point, we're 3-2 up, and now they miss a penalty. The keeper actually manages to save it, which is all well and good for me. Because it means that if we can score this, then we'll be in a very good position. And Fry steps up and dispatches it very coolly, smashing it into the top left corner. It's all good, and so it comes down to this penalty. If they, oh my god, wow, what a terrible penalty! Oh dear, he smashed it off the bar, hit the keeper in the back, and yet still managed to bounce away. And it went down as a keeper save. So I was very lucky. I mean, penalty shootouts are never good for me. If I go to a penalty shootout, I fully expect to lose because of my right stick not working, and that's basically just only half the chances to score or to save it, I suppose. But anyway, the final score was like, I don't know, like 6-2 or something. No, it would be 7-4, 7-4 on penalties as well. And let's go head into the next match against Coventry, where I leave Tassov on the bench, and I start Constable and Pope and Smalley. Pope is showing a lot of promise, and I'm going to try and start to get him involved a lot more. He's kind of like my second striker for Tanasov. Sorry, my second left winger or right winger, whichever one needs to be played. My second striker is Constable, not anyone else. But unfortunately, we concede a goal early on in the 3rd minute to Coventry, so they have a 1-0 lead. And from this point on, we are basically just pushing for the goals. I mean, I don't like to sit back and defend because I don't trust myself. Like, I know I'm going to eventually make a mistake, or eventually lose the ball in some stupid position, or eventually not take my chances and have them score as they always do. And it worked quite well because we managed to get a goal back from Mr. Harriet, who was on fire this game. Firstly, that goal, which was absolutely splendid. Lovely volley. Really good pass from Constable as well. Look at that. Dink. And then half volley it was as well. And Scissor kicks it into the corner. Really well taken. I really thoroughly enjoyed that goal. And that that made it 1-1. And that was only on the 15th minute. So we replied pretty quickly. And from there on in, it was just attack after attack. And you know what's going to happen. After we attack all match, we are eventually going to score. And a really good sliding tackle from that defender, by the way. But still, although we were creating the chances, like I say, we need to work on our finishing this season because, excuse me guys, I'm just turn my heater off. Because our finishing's not up to date. I mean, we're creating the chances, but we're just wasting them half the time like that. I don't know quite what that was by a Constable. We probably should have just chipped it over the keeper and scored. To be honest, it was easier to score than miss. But luckily we didn't give a penalty away there, and we didn't concede. Because Coventry themselves were not by any means down or out. I mean, it was only 1-1, so they still had a chance to win it, as did we. And I thought we would have got the winner with Pope if that was the Tansov. Well, you know what? I don't even think the Tansov would have scored. I mean, unlucky there from Pope. A kind of a finesse effort, and this is late in the second half now. We didn't have. Turns out we didn't have that many chances in the first. But unfortunately, we do go back a goal down, this time to Mr. Rhodes' effort, again from a header. For some reason we seem to be conceding a lot from like headers and rebounds, because like our defending is good. No, just because I don't know, we happen to score. I don't know. Anyway, carrying on. Like I say, we were still trying to attack now. It was really important to us, and the goal only came in like the 84th minute or something stupid like this. Look at this. This is what I mean by Harriet being on fire. Look at him. Look at him. He just goes through and smashes the ball into the back of the net. What a wonderful goal. Off the crossbar and in. I mean, considering I signed him for 90,000, I would recommend him for anybody that's even a Premier League side. It costs 90,000 and he's well worth your while. I mean, the 2 goals he scored this episode just proves it. And he scored many more, and he's just a thoroughly very good player. They had a couple of chances later on in the match. I mean, Coventry were pushing for the win after we scored that goal, and they had a lot of chances, one after the other. Most of them seemed to come from corners, but we did manage to hold out in the end. And look at this, Atalasov came on, he stormed through, and he gave us the winner in the 90th minute, Mr. Atanasov scores. What a wonderful side foot. Finishing the bottom corner, breaking free in the 90th minute, as we always do in the important matches. 90th minute goals for us. And that gave us the 3-2 lead. And from there on in, Coventry had no chance. In fact, we even had a chance to score again. Atanasov getting... we would have gotten the score sheet from the second time. And this time it would have been another scissor volley. But unfortunately it just didn't come off. And the final score, like I said, was 3-2. A really good match. A very good performance from Harriet. And Atanasov just came on late into the match. And clinched the win for Ush. Yes. Well, I can't talk today. Anyway, heading into the final match of this episode against Wickham. I started Atanasov, Constable, and Pritchard. Pritchard because I believe Pittman was low on stamina, so it's good. It's important to have squad rotation, which is why in the next transfer window I will probably be looking to sign another midfielder. And by the way, guys, if you have any suggestions for any transfers that I can sign that I need, I basically need centre backs or midfielders. I don't need any strikers. I'm alright on strikers for now. But even if you have any strikers, if you could just leave them in the comments below, I'll take a look at them. And I'd appreciate the feedback actually. And nevertheless, we were the better team against Wickham without a doubt. And they didn't really have many chances, and the chances they did have were quickly stopped by the very good defending that my team showed this game. Sorry, but like I say, we were all over them. We had so many more chances than them, and we were in behind their defense so many times that it was destiny for us to score in the end. That sounds so cheesy. Never mind. Yeah, you knew we were going to score just because of the amount of pressure that we put them on, and eventually we did score. Oh well, yeah, but not that effort from Zaleski. I mean, pretty rubbish chip if we're going to be honest. And what a wonderful block by Paul Buxton off the line. That was incredible. A lot of good things happened this episode. I really do enjoy these, and like I say, we kept up the pressure and we kept attacking, and eventually the ball came to Atanasov and he smashed it, but the keeper saved it. And he didn't manage to get on the score sheet as of yet, but fear not, because when the ball came to him a few minutes later and he was found free in the box, he does not make the most of their mistake, and he in fact hits the post, and then they clear it out for a throw. But we are putting them under much more pressure than they are putting us under. And in the end, we have to score. This is it. Come on. I mean, we have to score. We're playing better than them. Wait. Oh yes, Atanasov scores. 78th minute. Like I say, guys, we were the better team. And if we didn't score, I'd be very pissed off. And he gives us the lead in the 78th minute. Really well taken goal. But Wickham was one of those games where. Playing against the lower league side, we think it would be easy, but it's not. It's just, they're battling against relegation and all that. And eventually the final score is 1-0 at full time, as you can see there. And that's the end of the video. So guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I have. I enjoyed playing this episode a lot. And we'll see you next time with the next episode. Bye! Yeah!